1.2 million people die on roads each year. More than 3,200 per day. As many as 50 million are injured or permanently disabled. IRAP, the International Road Assessment Program, is dedicated to saving lives in developing countries by making roads safer.
Our job is simply to do for roads what the NCAP programs have done for cars. Our job is to go out and inspect roads for safety, award them stars, and say and recommend how things can be improved.
Over the next 15 years, road deaths in high-income countries are expected to fall, but they are also expected to increase by more than 80% in the rest of the world. South Africa is well known as the African continent's economic superpower and is, in many respects, westernized and mobile. But the number of road deaths is constantly rising.
The statistics are not improving. The official death rate on our roads is last year was 15,000 deaths, but we believe that the number could be higher. On our roads as well, last year 800,000 collisions out of a population of 47 million people is quite a high statistic. There's nothing to suggest that those collision rates and those death rates are going to come down unless something drastic is done.
South Africa has a long history of road safety initiatives and research in crash reduction. So the problems of road accidents are widely known.
We experience numerous collisions because driver training isn't apparent in this country, enforcement isn't a huge issue, and then some of the very simple things that have been learnt in other countries, the lessons that have been learnt there, haven't yet been applied to Africa. So we're seeing that pedestrian deaths, nearly 42% of fatalities on our roads are pedestrians. We're seeing a lot of drink-related accidents on roads in South Africa, and also a lot of deaths through a simple thing such as not using safety belts.
But traffic safety doesn't only involve safe cars and correct behavior. Roads and road designers must take part of the responsibility for a safe road system as well. Road design should tell the driver how to behave and forgive mistakes. Simple, affordable measures such as footpaths and safety fences can make a great difference for traffic safety. To assess the nature of the South African road network and get to know more about the high-risk areas, the ADAC, the German Auto Club, inspected roads in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
The Automobile Association of South Africa is honoured and grateful that ADAC has ventured with this IRAP project in South Africa. Cooperation between auto clubs has always been quite a thing and quite a movement, but to actually do something in the interests of road safety in this country certainly will benefit us in the long run.
Over a period of 2 weeks, more than 2,000 kilometers have been inspected, videoed and analyzed. With specialized recording equipment, motorways as well as major and secondary roads were inspected. During this test equipment is used to record various criteria, such as how does the marking in the middle of the road look? Are there protective planks on the road? Are there trees directly beside the road? Based on these findings, the program calculates a score, and this score in turn is recalculated into points and stars. Then further stars are awarded afterwards. At the present time, we have 1 to 4 star roads. ADAC test engineers are now interpreting the data collected. And even though only 2,000 kilometers of the road network have been logged, the results will clearly show what kind of countermeasures have to be applied to improve road infrastructure and thus road safety.
From the point of view of the AA of South Africa, we welcome the test because our role on behalf of motorists is to work with government and is to alert government as to issues which research has identified now as being a problem, but where we can work with government and hopefully help them to improve things in the future.
And the future looks promising. Travel, distribution and tourism play a large part in South Africa's economy. There is great national interest in the lead-up to football's 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. This is likely to trigger increased infrastructure investment.
The important thing for 2010 is that we have to spend the money in a way which will leave a legacy of an improved infrastructure for the country. And it's important not to just concentrate on areas where there are going to be soccer matches, but realize those people are going to be coming from overseas to travel all over the country, see the sights of the country. You know, we promote South Africa as a world in one country.
The International Road Assessment Program has already been adopted in 30 countries worldwide. It is a partnership of auto clubs, development banks, governments, and research institutes. But this is still not enough.
What we have to do is get organised, and it means getting agencies working in different sectors, all aiming at the same target, all following programs that are going to deliver the saving of life on the roads.
By 2020, the World Health Organization expects road deaths to rise by 65% and overtake AIDS as the leading cause of unnatural death. Let's get organized. It's still a long way down the road.